Okay, hello everyone. My name is Shay Virginie. I'm the marketing manager at Falanx Assynt, and in celebration of International Women's Day, which is today, I basically just wanted to gather around and talk about what it's like being a woman at Falanx Assynt and what this day means to us. So I'm here with two wonderful Falanx Assynt analysts to commence the discussion. So I'll start with you, Laura, if you'd like to just talk about what it's like working here at Falanx Assynt.
Yeah, sure. I really enjoy it, and I think it's a really great place to work. It's a great team. It's actually surprisingly a mainly female team, which in a male-dominated industry is quite rare. But I think it's a really good place to be, and great colleagues. So.
Awesome. And Cara, what about that?
Yeah, I mean, just like Laura said, it is a great place to work. Everyone's super friendly. And I think the work itself is really interesting. So it means that you every day is sort of different, it's really varied, and you get to constantly learn about new things. And I always say I've got a few good bits of knowledge for the pub quiz.
You've come and asked it to a pub quiz.
Yeah. I mean, everything you said I agree with 100%. And coming from the marketing side is exciting as well, because a lot of the things that we work on and we develop are things that are emerging and happening every day. So there's something new and exciting to sort of look into and analyze. So it's super multifaceted, and it's exciting. And also there's like the creative side as well to it. So because geopolitics can be quite boring, so it's or considered boring, but it's not. It's considered, but it actually isn't, because there's so much excitement, and when the news is developing faster and faster every day, so there's new things to look into. I also just wanted to get your thoughts on the female leaders that inspire you, and within the industry or outside of the industry. So if you want to go into a little bit of depth into that and why.
Sure. I think as an industry, it's quite an interesting one, because I don't think there are that many kind of prominent figures in it, either male or female actually, because a lot of both the kind of the geopolitical side and the strategic intelligence side, a lot of stuff is kind of done behind closed doors. So actually,
you wouldn't really know.
Yeah, exactly that. And a lot of time, if you're doing your job well, people won't actually know you're doing your job. So I think kind of that can sometimes be a bit tricky. But I think kind of more generally, I think kind of a few of the women who kind of inspired me generally are women kind of like kind of a lot of the female kind of war correspondents. So Marie Colvin, Christina Lamb, for example, kind of female politicians. So kind of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's pretty great. And then also I spend a lot of my time cycling and doing other sports. So actually the other thing that's kind of cool and kind of crosses my two main interests, my work and my kind of hobby, is there's a lot of women, kind of a lot of female empowerment going on through kind of giving women access to bikes, on the freedom that gives them on the more kind of developmental side. So that's kind of cool, like in developing countries, seeing what's happening there. And then more generally in the sport as well, kind of from a personal point of view, some pretty great women doing some pretty great stuff in cycling. So
exciting.
A bit of a range.
And yourself?
I mean, you kind of outshone me with all of that. I have chosen Jacinda Ardern mainly because I think she's quite indicative of this sort of new wave of young female leaders that I think are quite inspirational, especially to young women. And I think there's a lot of young girls that are more excited and more inspired about politics and international affairs because of these people. See, governments like Finland has a really young female government now. I think these sort of people are really inspirational.
Definitely. How about you, Shay?
For me, someone that's perhaps not super well known, but I would say Nina Turner is probably a big one. So she's an advisor on the Bernie Sanders campaign. So I love the motivation and the move towards fighting for people and fighting for workers, and just trying to galvanize people and showing that women can really thrive in the space of politics and making a difference as well. I think that's really what stands out for the mission. It's just trying to make sure that they're giving back and doing good. And Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, you kind of spectacular. She's amazing, and what she's done at such a young age, if you like, to be one of the youngest in the US Congress is incredible. And those type of women really inspire me, and doing that sort of by herself, if you like, but unknown, not so much by herself, but unknown, and still using people power and movement to really drive change is something that's really interesting and exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
And then if I was to say outside of politics, this is my bit, women I grew up with, what advice would we give? So let's do that next.
I think in terms of advice, I think go for it. I think if it's something that's interesting to you, don't be afraid to apply for the things you want to do. I think women especially are pretty good at holding themselves back, and I think actually if it's of interest and you're kind of semi-qualified, give it a shot. You know, the worst that can happen is someone's going to say no. Like, I think that's probably my main advice is, and if you can, kind of have conversations with people and just find out what jobs are out there. I didn't even know this industry existed, so as I think most people do, it's like, oh, that sounds fun. That's your job. So that's probably my main advice is just, if you enjoy it, go for it.
What's my advice? I think my advice would probably be to sort of seek out as many experiences as you can, whether that's work experience or an internship or spending a day with a company, no matter what it's based on. Like, I think having as many experiences as you can gives you sort of a leg up in the industry. It tends to be quite a difficult industry to get into, but if you have more experiences, it really push you forward, and you can meet a lot of great people that will sort of give you a lot of skills and knowledge about the industry.
And my one I would say is be tenacious, never give up. That's one key thing, because it's easy to sort of sit back when or feel demotivated when you get rejected, but that's just part of life. So it's just being able to know that rejection is a part of it and put yourself forward. No matter how many no's you get, all you need is just that one to get you to the next step and to keep progressing. So the key would be just never give up and take it as not a no as a not now, but next one, you never know.